Today, we're diving into the world of one of Spider-Man's most intriguing foes, Kraven the Hunter. Now, if you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, you know that Kraven is a character with a rich history and some truly unforgettable stories. And in this video, we're going to explore the 3 best Kraven the Hunter stories that every single fan needs to have read. So let's get started. Sergei Kravenov, better known as Kraven the Hunter, first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man 15 way back in 1964, created by the legendary duo of Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Kraven is a Russian aristocrat and a big game hunter who prides himself on his physical prowess and hunting skills. And actually, unlike many of Spider-Man's other foes, Kraven doesn't rely on gadgets or superpowers. Instead, he uses his natural abilities and a variety of potions to enhance his speed, strength and senses. My thoughts on Kraven the Hunter are that he's always been quite a mysterious character, a more sort of reality-based, grounded character. I think that personally, I'm not a massive fan of like the jungle theme of anything, so the fact that he always kind of brings that along with him is somewhat annoying. But I do like the idea that Kraven is forced to hunt in the concrete jungle of New York, and I've always thought that that was a great mirror on the two sides. So let's kick things off with the first iconic Kraven story on our list, and that's Kraven's Last Hunt. Now this storyline, written by J.M. DeMatteis and illustrated by Mike Zeck, ran through The Amazing Spider-Man, The Spectacular Spider-Man and Web of Spider-Man in 1987. In this dark and intense tale, Kraven sets out to prove himself as the ultimate hunter by defeating Spider-Man once and for all. This story delves deep into Kraven's psyche, exploring his motivations and his obsession with proving his superiority. It's a masterpiece that every Spider-Man and Kraven fan should read. Next up is The Grim Hunt, a storyline that ran in The Amazing Spider-Man 634 through to 637 in 2010. Written by Joe Kelly with art by Michael Lark and Marco Cecchetto. This story brings Kraven back from the dead and introduces his family, who are just as dangerous and determined as he is. The Grim Hunt is a thrilling and action-packed story that explores the legacy of Kraven the Hunter and his impact on Spider-Man's world. I absolutely loved The Grim Hunt. I thought introducing all of those family members and bringing Kraven back from the dead was fabulous. It's a massive storyline for me and I would highly recommend it. It's definitely something that every Kraven the Hunter fan needs to read. Finally, we have to go back to where it all began. Kraven's first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man 15, this issue written by the absolutely legendary Stan Lee and illustrated by Steve Ditko. It introduces us to Kraven and it sets up the stage for his long-running feud with Spider-Man. Whilst it may not be that complex or as dark as some of the other stories, it's essential reading for any Kraven fan because it gives us a glimpse into the character's origins and his initial motivations for hunting Spider-Man. It does have that kind of campy feel that all those early comics have, but that's kind of what we love about it, right? Now I have to say, I'm not excited for the movie because it's done by Sony and it looks terrible from what I've seen. Now, despite the fact that it's well cast, I think they've just proven in the past that with movies like Morbius, they just can't handle it. They don't have the right people in the right places to be able to create decent movies to add to this universe. Also, you can't have a Kraven the Hunter movie without Spider-Man. It just doesn't work and never will. So I'm disappointed from the get-go. And I know that's just being negative, but if you're just sticking strictly to the comic books, Kraven's Last Hunt was a masterpiece. It actually scared me reading it as a kid. I was so deeply embedded in it at the time, and I look upon it so fondly. I love the fact that it connects to Grim Hunt, and I really, really enjoyed it. So massive shout out to those 2 stories. So there you have it, the 3 best Kraven the Hunter stories that every fan needs to read. And that's whether you're new to the character or a long-time fan. Some of these stories are sure to give you a deeper appreciation of one of Spider-Man's most formidable and unique foes. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more awesome content from Lombots Comics. Happy reading and we'll see you next time.